So if I was going to invest with you guys, I don't own one house. Do I just give you a chunk of money and that could be in a pool of houses, or do you own one house as investor?
Very simple. So just like when you go out and buy a property, it's a simple buy and sell transaction. Okay. It's the same thing for us. So we just package all of the stuff up ahead of time, just make it simple for you.
All right.
But we own the house, we built the house, we put the tenant in place, we have a property management by us, it's in-house, everything. And then we just simply sell that asset to you. And at the same time, you hire us for the ongoing property management.
I got it.
So if you would buy one house, you own one house.
So it could be any amount of money, depending on what the money is.
Yeah.
So you can't just invest like $30,000 in your company. You got it like
correct.
If you get one house, it might be $150,000.
Right. Yeah.
So what's the typical minimum investment then for a house?
About $40,000. If
that cheap?
Yeah, if it's financed.
Really?
Now the houses will be worth $160,000 to $200,000.
I got it.
And so if you're buying all cash, that would be $160,000 to $200,000 per person.
I got it.
But if you're going to buy, and this wouldn't really apply for retirement accounts because financing in retirement accounts is very different.
Right.
But if you were buying outside of your retirement accounts, it'd be about $40,000 at a minimum.
The most you'll invest with you in a retirement account or outside of a retirement account or both?
Most outside of the retirement account.
Okay. Got it.
About 40% of the money that we currently manage is inside the retirement account.
Okay.
So still a large percentage.
Okay.
But financing is so cheap right now outside of the retirement account that, and what it does is it gives you that diversification within your portfolio. You know, what I really tell people is when you're coming to an asset class like this, people want consistency. It's the reason that you're coming to us.
Right.
You can't build a consistent portfolio with one property. Right? I don't care how great that property manager is, you can't do it. So if you're coming to me for consistency, I tell all of our clients early on that I need you to be at 3 properties soon. And because 3 properties is that built-in diversification. Because I know that over time, something bad's going to happen to your property at some point. And it's going to go great. You're going to have a bad year, right? I would much rather you have 3 properties and know that at some point in time, there's always going to be one of them that's underperforming. Because the 2 are overperforming, and then we can hit our return.
So then what's the exit strategy for an investor like me to sell it at some point, or do you guys then help that person sell it, or say you want to be in it for 5 years and you want to get out?
So we're typically attracting clients that want to be in forever or a very long term.
Got it. Okay.
And really for me that means a 10 to 20 year hold.
Right.
And the reason for that is because when you hold on for a 10 to 20 year hold, you really complete a real estate cycle.
Exactly.
And when we don't talk much about appreciation, but when you look at real estate cycles, they tend to come back to the norm over a 10 or 20 year cycle. So in Jacksonville, things appreciate a little bit over 4% per year on average, going back over 27 years. You know, so knowing that, if you would come and invest with us, I'd feel really good about telling you that you hold on to this thing for a 10 or 20 year cycle, you're probably going to get a nice bonus on top, being the appreciation. So that would be a typical kind of a mindset.
And then so at that point, you know, it's just a matter of find a buyer. You guys help find a buyer, whatever. I'm sure with a younger company, you really haven't done a whole lot of selling then type thing, have you? At this point, you still feel buying the house and just holding them for a long time.
Yeah, you know, we manage over 3,100 homes now, so every once in a while, you know, clients will need to sell. Maybe there's a personal reason or whatnot. We don't actually do the selling of the property because I want you to make the most money. And I work with investors, and investors are typically going to need to buy at a discount. So, but we obviously have relationships with other real estate. Yeah, we put you with somebody that we trust. And
that's really good. That's really interesting. So. It's amazing that many homes all in the Jacksonville area. That's amazing, man.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's what I get to do is like we have a map where we get to like show our footprint, and I just get to check it every week, or I just kind of like to look at it, and I get to see like all the little different dots that pop up, which is our footprint. So if you ever played like Risk, that board game, right? And you got to put your pieces on the board. Yeah, so it's fun, and something else really cool is been able to really positively impact communities.
Well, that's the other thing is you're actually helping by underserved communities get nicer houses, and you know.
So check this out. 2 years ago, so last year, we took the efforts of our charity. We have a charity called JWB Cares, and we raised over $75,000. And we said, how cool would it be for us to build a new construction home and to give it away to a wounded warrior?
That's awesome.
We did that last year. We're doing it again. We're actually going to give it away on November 1st is coming up.
Cool.
So we raised over $130,000 this year.
That's pretty cool.
So that's a big part of kind of what we do is that mission that we have. And what else is cool is like these neighborhoods, because I was telling you we're so dominant in just these 4 areas. Like I mean, Jacksonville is huge, and there's a lot of housing around, but like when you do something for 13 years and you do it all in those 4 neighborhoods, you really start to transform streets.
Absolutely.
And are you familiar with like Google Street View and check? Did you know that on Google Street View you can go back in time? Yeah, you should check it out. You can go back, you can look up the Street View, and then at the bottom of it, it'll have like a little slider thing, and you can go back to 2016, 2019, or 2006 or whatever. And so you can go back and look at some of these neighborhoods that we were in, and just look at, you know, the 3 or 4 terrible houses on the block, and now maybe they were knocked down, maybe they were renovated or whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We'd love to have you up to Jacksonville sometime.